What's going on, guys? Pizza Guy here. Today, we're going to be talking about the psychology of hunger. Hunger psychology is a very fascinating subject, and there's a lot more to it than one might think. So, let's dig into the subject with our first question. What is hunger?
Like wow, my favorite. A double, triple-decker sardine and marshmallow fudge sandwich. Open the mouth, between the gums. Look out, stomach. Here it comes.
The definition of hunger is a feeling of discomfort or weakness caused by lack of food coupled with the desire to eat. We can get hungry for a multitude of different reasons. A good example is when you smell freshly baked cookies and then you start to get really hungry. Smelling cookies is just one example of the many different stimuli that can cause us to get hungry, which leads us to our next question. What causes us to get hungry? There are many different triggers for hunger. They range from both emotional and sensational stimuli. Sometimes different emotions can make us feel hungry. A good example of this is when you're really sad about something, so you may eat a lot of ice cream to calm yourself down. Our senses play a large part in it too. When we see, smell, hear, or even think about anything pertaining to food, that can cause us to start feeling hungry.
I'm ready to tell you my secret now. Okay. I see red people. In your dreams? While you're awake? How often do you see them? Look behind you.
The main part of our brains that controls our desire to eat is our hypothalamus. It uses electrical impulses and hormones that make our bodies want to consume food. Another cause of hunger is if we have an empty stomach. When there is less pressure on the stomach walls from food, a signal is sent from the stomach to the hypothalamus in the brain, which causes us to secrete hormones in our body that make us desire a meal to eat. As the need for food becomes greater, our stomach might start to rumble and we may begin to start thinking only about our next meal until we finally eat it. When we consume the food and our stomach senses itself becoming full, it sends a signal to the hypothalamus to stop making us feel hungry. Sometimes we still feel hungry after we eat a full meal because our emotions and other chemicals still want us to consume food. A good example of this is forcing down a slice of pumpkin pie after a large Thanksgiving meal. Hunger is a very important thing in our lives. If our bodies never told us that we needed food, then we would starve to death. God made us in a way that we get hungry and we desire food to eat. We also find enjoyment in eating because we can taste things and perceive them as good. While we are hungry now, Jesus promises that one day we will never go hungry. In John 6:35 it says, "Then Jesus declared, 'I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty.'"
Hello, GCS psychology class. I am going to be adding on to what Hunter said about the psychology of hunger. That was bad. So, I will be adding on to what Hunter said about the psychology of hunger. I feel as if the psychology of hunger relates to me a lot. There was a part of my life where I was sad, so I decided to stuff my face with as much food as I could. Then I realized I needed to stop, so I did keto and lost a pretty substantial amount of weight. Me losing all that weight made me realize that I was eating way too much and could stop whenever I wanted to, but I just wanted to keep eating because I found a comfort in it. I find it pretty interesting that the body can go 40 days without any food and be pretty much fine, leading me to think, when you are hungry, are you really hungry, or are you addicted to eating?
So today we learned the importance of hunger and what it is. We also learned how our psychology affects our hunger and the importance that hunger plays in our lives. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you gamers on the flip side. Peace!